You're in the full plumage, dear guests. Very good morning to everybody. First of all, to you, my fellow students. Every day, each one of us is fighting some or other battles of our own. Maybe with family issues, personal problems, or simply overthinking of all the problems and letting them slip into anxiety outbursts. But amongst us are a few people who successfully rise above the problems of themselves. They feel that our everyday small problems are too minor, insignificant, when compared to the problems faced by our community and humanity as a whole. They live comfort lives and choose to do things so as to make others' lives better, happier, healthier, and whatnot. They are revolutionaries, pioneers, they are legends. They go against their own practices, they speak up against wrongdoings, they stand up against wrong actions. They change things, they make things better. They are hated by few, loved by many, but respected by all. What are they? Will you tell me? Who can give me a prompt? What are they?
Heroes.
Heroes. So. I'd like you to work in groups, and think of at least 5 people you regard as heroes. Don't forget, you're welcome. Don't forget to give me a sound explanation for your choice. Let's count. Take 1 minute, okay? 1 minute is more enough for remembering something from history, from modern days, etc. You should just concentrate on their surnames and their heroic deeds, that's all. Don't overwhelm me with too many details. Now I think your time is up. Okay, shall we begin with you? Whom do you consider to be the real hero of today or of the past, perhaps?
Joseph Kobzon.
Joseph Kobzon. Why?
As he left children from the theater.
Theater. What kind of theater did he lead the children out?
Don't remember the.
Perhaps Nordost.
Nordost was the.
Name of the performance. Okay. And what else did he do besides leading the children out of the theater?
He helped with the food.
He helped with food, support, etc. So, one person. The second.
Yuri Gagarin, of course.
Yuri Gagarin, of
The
course.
first one of them. I think he's the hero of everyone of us.
Of the whole mankind.
Yeah.
And what kind of holiday did we celebrate yesterday? Do you happen to know?
Yeah, the day of
Cosmonauts Day.
Cosmonauts Day, yeah.
That's it. Now, what about you, Yura?
Dr. Lisa, because she saves children's lives.
She saved. She is already dead, as far as I know. Yeah. Dr. Lisa saved a lot of lives, not only children's, but adults as well. And
Alexander Matrosov.
Alexander Matrosov, what did he do?
He blocked German bunker with his body.
And thanks to his blocking German bunker, he prevented the German machine gun attack. Okay, anybody else? No, just Paul. Okay, let's begin with you. No, let it be you.
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great,
He
excellent.
conquered almost half of the world and defeated the Persians.
What else?
Alexander III, because during the train accident, he lifted the roof of the carriage to allow his family to flee the wreck.
Yeah. Anybody else want to have a say? Huh? No. Sasha
Anna Politkovskaya.
Politkovskaya.
Journalist, public figure who was assassinated.
Who was assassinated, perhaps? Okay. That's tremendous. No? And
Maybe Kutuzov. He defeated Napoleon.
Mikhail Ilyovich Kutuzov, yeah. The great. What was Kutuzov? Huh?
You know who was?
What rank did he have? Don't you know? Okay. And if we look at your choice, yeah, who can explain why is there so much discrepancy between male and female percentage among the heroes? You may turn back to history, yeah. You may look for something nowadays. You may even find some examples in social life. What was the social role of woman in the past? No?
In the past, women's rights were limited too much.
In which way?
Women couldn't have a job. They just had to cook.
Cater for their.
It's three Ks, yeah. Cook, then kids.
Kids,
Cook, kids.
sure. Kirche, Kinder und Küche.
Yeah.
They
So
should have.
they just had to care about their children's
Children.
children, yeah. And that's all.
And what changed with the social role of women nowadays?
Nowadays.
You've just named a lot of women, as far as I can guess, among the heroes, yeah? Heroines.
We are equal now, men's and women.
You've got equality, sure.
Yeah.
What else changed?
We can work.
That's
We
why.
can have a job. We can study as come people.
Okay. Now, I advise you to copy the following names and surnames from the blackboard. I'll explain later why you should do it. Number 1. Megan Coffey. 2. Mary Seacole. 3. Hillary Lister. 4. Mary Anning. Mary Annie. And 5. Irena Sandler. And don't forget to leave enough space for you to fill in the blanks a bit later. Huh? Why have I asked you to do it? Now, are you eager to find out about these women? They are so-called unsung heroes. Why? Because nobody knows them. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Neither have I. Huh? Are you eager to find out some information about them? Are you eager to broaden your mind, broaden your social, political background? Yeah. So, are you eager to watch and witness some beautiful performances presented by your fellow students, of course? So, let's do it in the following way. I'll distribute these sheets of paper among 5 of you. Huh? Your task is to read them carefully and attentively and reproduce them, say, in 2 minutes. Yeah? And as for the rest of the group, you are to listen carefully what I've been told and to write some necessary information for you down. Okay? Just look through these sheets with information correlating with these women. Huh? And try to reproduce it in the correct way with good pronunciation, yeah? In order for everybody to understand you. Are you through with your task? Huh?
Yes.
Are you ready with listening? That's the same as listening practice, yeah? Just done in the other way round, yeah? Now, okay, will we begin? Dash.
Okay, Megan Coffee.
The first surname we come across is Megan Coffee, yeah? First name, Megan, the surname is Coffee, okay? Listen attentively and try to bear it in mind, say, yeah?
So Megan Coffee is an American expert in infectious diseases. She knew that diseases like tuberculosis would be spread quickly in places such as Haiti, because Haiti was struck by a massive earthquake. And she set up in Haiti to help about thousands of people. Megan Coffee gave up her job in a top university. Now she still lives in Haiti and helps people. She didn't have a hospital, so she set up a tent where people could come for treatment and advices. So she saved about thousands of lives.
Do you understand anything? Now, the keywords here, what are they? Anya? Haiti, anything else? Earthquake, sure. Huh? What else is worth mentioning? Huh? Exactly, Kate. Treatment, sure. Now, the second person, hearing, yeah, is called Mary Seco. No? Will you dwell on this woman?
Mary Seco is a Jamaican nurse who treated wounded soldiers during the Crimean War. So she set up her own hospital called a hotel in Kadikoy, Crimea. She treated hundreds of soldiers for their wounds and
Treated.
For their wounds and also for diseases such as cholera and other dangerous
diseases. Yeah. What is worth now remembering here? Well, speaking about Mary Seco.
Crimean
from your point of view? The Crimean
War.
War, sure. Anything else?
Treated 1,000 soldiers.
Treated, yeah, a lot of soldiers. You
soldiers.
shouldn't remember the exact figures, yeah?
Hotel, yes.
Yeah, there was something like Karikoi Hotel, yeah?
Cholera.
By the way, where was the Crimean War held? Where the military operations were held at that time? Which city, great city, referring to the Crimea? Yeah? Seth?
Sebastopol.
Exactly, Sebastopol. Now, what about Hillary Lister, Anya?
In 2005, Hillary Lister made history by sailing solo across the English Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Many people had done this before, but none of them were quadriplegic, which means not being able to use any part of your body from the neck down.
So, do you understand? Quadriplegic, completely paralyzed person, yeah? Unable to move any part of the body, any limbs, yeah?
Hillary was not born quadriplegic, but lost the use of her body due to a disease.
Mm-hmm.
At first, Hillary felt that she had lost everything, but when she first tried sailing, she felt that it turned a light back on inside her.
Mm-hmm.
She controlled the boat through a computer which she holds in her mouth.
So, what about Hillary Lister? Why should we consider her a real heroine? First things first, why? Oля, what's important in this story?
Quadriplegic.
She was quadriplegic, meaning what?
She couldn't.
Meaning what? What does it mean? Quadriplegic. Completely paralyzed
yeah.
person, yeah, unable to move any parts of her body. And in spite of having such serious disease, what did she manage to do? Huh? What was her greatest achievements? What did she do? Huh? Dasha, what did she manage to do? There was something said about crossing what? The English
English Channel.
Channel, yeah? And how did she manage to steer the boat? How did she manage to steer the boat? Did you understand? She had the computer, but where did she put this computer? She had no hands, no limbs practically. Where? Huh? Do you happen to remember? Into her mouth. Yeah, that's it. Now, that's turn for Mary Anning's story. Now, Oля, will you
Mary
develop it?
Anning was born in 1799 and she was a daughter of poor carpenter. But soon she became one of the most important female scientists. At first, she and her father used to collect fossils to sell it to tourists.
And would it be so kind as to explain what fossil is?
Fossils is an animal or plant which turned to rock thousands of years ago.
In Russian it means окаменелые останки, something like that, fossil. Yes?
In 1812, she found a skeleton of huge dinosaur, which changed the people believed about the beginning of the world. Also, she made a lot of another discoveries. But her work wasn't taken seriously because she was a woman and she was uneducated.
So what about Mary Anning in a nutshell? Anya, what should we remember about her? She collected fossils
And some
with who?
with her father
Yeah. What for?
for sailing.
Yeah. They wanted to sell them because they were extremely poor. That's it, yeah? And besides collecting fossils, what else was she famous for? Huh?
Or she found the skeleton of a huge dinosaur.
Ah, she found some skeletons and she made some unusual scientific discoveries, sure. And now finally, it's turn for you. Open your mouth, yeah? Kaja.
Okay.
Irena
Sandler.
Sandler.
She was a social worker in Warsaw, Poland.
Warsaw.
Warsaw, Poland. During the Second World War, she saved at least 2,500 Jewish children from being sent to the Nazi prison camps.
Nazi
Nazi
prison.
Nazi
Nazi prison camp.
prison camps, yes. She found ways of getting the children away to safety. In 1943, she was coached by the Nazi.
She was? What do you mean by coach?
Caught by the Nazi soldiers.
Name me 3 forms of the verb to catch. To catch.
Catch by the
No.
Nazi.
You are misleading us. Catch, caught,
Caught.
caught. Yes?
She
Come
was
on.
caught by the Nazi soldiers. Also, she was sentenced to death, but escaped and began her work again, using a different name.
Under the different name this time. Okay. Do you happen to know what nationality is Jewish? Jesus Christ was considered to be Jewish. What is Jewish? Yeah. Now, and what did this brave woman, in spite of not being Jewish herself, manage to do? How did she sacrifice that?
So she
Saved?
the children from
Nazi
You're making the same mistake all over again and again.
children.
Child, but
children
yeah,
lives
children's lives.
during the Second World War.
And what else do you remember from this story?
The soldiers called and
Nazi soldiers, fascists practically.
Yes. And she was determined to death, but she didn't.
And she escaped. Yeah, under the different name this time. Okay. Whom do you consider to be the most heroic out of this long list of 5 famous women, unsung heroes? Whom do you consider to be the most heroic?
Irena Sandler.
Irena Sandler, why?
Because she saved lots of children's lives.
Lives?
During the Second World War.
Risking her own...
Risking her own life.
Sure. That's your point. Now, meanwhile, you should be busy with these exercises, which you can find worksheet 2 on this page. These exercises deal with these prolific women, yeah? And at the same time, you too, I want you to prepare the dialogue based on Mary Seacole Crimean story. Imagine the situation. She was a Creole. As soon as she found out that there was a war in Sebastopol, she hurried to Great Britain, London, in order to join Florence Nightingale's regiment of nurses. But she was categorically refused by the head of the War Department because of the color of her skin. She behaved in the racist way. So, you've got some time. You continue the whole story, dealing with Mary Seacole's actions now on the battlefield. Imagine that there is famous British writer for the time, newspaper is arriving just from the battlefield, where she is eager to have an interview with Mary Seacole. Mary Seacole organized sort of hospital in Karikoia, not far away from the battlefield, not far away from the front line. And so the story is based, or the dialogue should be based on their interception, on their meeting together. Yeah? Got it? After each dialogue, my fellow ladies, you should prepare some questions. Okay? Names more than once. Now, let's start with you. Number one, Dasha Lazareva.
Hillary Lister became paraplegic due to disease.
Go ahead, Настя Никова.
Mary Anning lived in such poverty that she needed to collect fossils to sell.
Exactly. Now, Николаева Катя.
Megan Coffey knew that earthquake would lead to the spread of disease.
What about you, Katya Bravo, number 4?
Racism prevented Mary Seacole from helping the soldiers at first.
No. Sasha.
In the 19th century, few people believed that a woman could be a scientist. This sexism meant that Mary Anning was not properly recognized for her scientific achievements until many years after her death.
That's your turn now. Question number 6, Dasha Lazareva.
Irena Sendler showed enormous bravery in standing up and out.
What about you, Настя Тинякова? 7.
There's a lot of discrimination against people with disabilities, but Hillary Lister has shown that she can do more than most able-bodied people.
And finish the whole stuff, will you, Katya?
Although Irena Sendler was not Jewish herself, she hated prejudice against anyone and was willing to risk her life to save others.
Now, the exercise dealing with matching the words in bold with the definitions below. Yeah? Now, let's do it. Katya Bravo.
Doing things that are dangerous without fear. Maybe it's bravery.
Maybe. What about the rest of the group? Do you agree with her point of view? Yes or no? Yes, of course. It's bravery. Number 2. You please, Nastya.
The
Unfair.
unfair treatment of people, especially women, because of their sex.
Exactly. Number 3. Sasha.
The state of being poor, maybe poverty.
Maybe. What is poverty? By the way. Alexandra, what is poverty? I am very poor Russian teacher. I have no money. Exactly. Number 4. You please. Dasha Lazareva.
Rating one person on group worse than ours. Prejudice.
Yeah, that's it. Katya, go ahead.
The belief that some races of people are better than others. Racism.
Nastya.
A strong one unreasonable feeling of not liking someone or something, especially when based on race, religion, or sex discrimination.
Yeah. Now we proceed further. Now, Dasha.
Something you have done successfully, usually through skills or hard work. It's achievement.
Yeah. Katya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having full use of your body. It's able-bodied.
Number 9, please. Sasha.
An illness of the body, disease.
And finish. You, please. Nice.
An increase in the amount of something spread.
It's spread. Now. Are you ready? Thank you very much. Do your dialogue. Now, just improvise it on the spot. Don't forget the questions, will you?
Yes, okay. So, yes, I'll be with you in one moment. I see you are...
I'm what, ma'am?
I see you are...
I'm a crown, ma'am, from Jamaica.
And what, and you wish to go to the Crimea as a nurse, Miss Sickle?
Yes, it is my greatest wish.
And what made you think you could be of help, Miss Sickle?
Look at my references. Miss Hamilton, it's all there. I learned nursing and medical skills from my mother. She told me about medicines and cures and...
And magic, I suppose.
There's no magic, Miss Hamilton, just skill and care.
Have you any idea what you'll be dealing with in the Crimea, Miss Sickle? It's a war. It's a terrible war.
Miss Hamilton, I want to join Florence Nightingale. I am determined to go to the Crimea. Give me the chance. I won't let you down.
I'm sure you wouldn't. However, I regret to tell you that Miss Nightingale does not have places for the nurses at present.
I'm sorry,
Miss Nightingale has all the nurses she needs.
but I do not understand. There were nurses here today. You've been talking to her nurses. I don't understand.
Then let me make it very clear, Miss Sickle. I'm very sorry. You won't be needed.
Excellent. Now, don't forget, questions.
Yes, okay.
So the first question, where was she born?
Now, Katya.
In Jamaica.
Go ahead, please.
Where did she learn nursing and medical skills?
Anya.
I think from her mother.
What was there in the Crimea at that time?
Let it be you, Oля.
War between Russia and Turkey.
What other national heroine did she want to join?
Nice.
Florence Nightingale.
And did she have a success in joining the official nursing?
Dasha.
No.
No, she didn't. Okay. Will you be so kind as to present another dialogue, please?
Mrs. Mary Sickle.
That's me. What can I do for you, madam?
Mary Sickle, I'm very honored to meet you. My name is Barbara Russell and I'm the writer for the Times newspaper in London. Would you answer me some questions?
Mrs. Russell, look around you.
Just a few questions, Mrs. Sickle.
Okay, I can give you 1 minute.
Okay, would you answer me? Why do you call this place British Hotel? It is a hospital, isn't it?
Florence Nightingale has a hospital, Mrs. Russell. You go and see her if you want to see a proper hospital.
I've come to see you, Mrs. Sickle, and I want to know what you do here.
Mrs. Russell, I just want to make a place where soldiers can come and will be safe and warm. You see, Mrs. Russell, it's not the enemy killing our boys. It's disease, cold, and lack of proper food. I just want to look after them.
That's why soldiers call you Mother Sickle. And why are we walking straight towards the fighting?
Look, if a man gets wounded up here, in Sebastopol,
He has to be taken down to our place. That's 2 hours walk. We're just not close enough.
Florence Nightingale says that wounded must be treated in a proper hospitals.
Yeah, and hers is too far away. We've got to go. We've got what to do.
Mrs. Sickle, please tell me, is it true what they say that you treat enemy soldiers?
A wounded man is a wounded man. Whether he bleeds Russian or English blood, he still needs my help.
So it's true, you do help Russians.
Do you think it's wrong, Mrs. Ross?
No, I don't.
Now, and finally, your questions, please.
What was the name of
Her hospital.
Will you answer the question, Nastya?
The British Hotel.
Go ahead.
Which factors added to the death of British soldiers on the battlefield?
Dasha Ладарева.
Disease, cold, and lack of food.
how did the soldiers used to call her?
No, Yulia.
Mother Sickle.
Yeah.
What disadvantages did the hospital of Florence Nightingale have?
Katya.
Maybe it was too far away from the action.
Sure.
What infuriated the correspondent most of all in her treated soldiers?
Dash, will you answer the question?
So she treated wounded enemy soldiers as well.
And now will you concentrate on worksheet 3, please? In each sentence, complete the gap with who, which, where. Childish task. Come on, Dasha, begin. Yeah.
In 2010, Haiti was struck by a massive earthquake, which destroyed more than 250,000 homes.
Now, Dasha, go ahead.
Diseases like tuberculosis would spread quickly in a place where people were having to live without clean water or adequate shelter.
Adequate shelter. Go ahead, Yulia.
Coffee didn't have a hospital, so she set up a tent where people could come for treatment and advice.
Dasha, go ahead.
She gave up her job, which was at a top university back in the United States.
Let's turn back to you, Nastya.
Mary Sickle was a Jamaican nurse who risked her life to treat wounded soldiers during the Crimean War.
Katya. Николаева.
She decided to set up her own hospital, which she
Number 7, Oля.
She treated hundreds of soldiers there and on the battlefields for their wounds and also for disease such as cholera, which took enormous bravery as she could easily have been killed or caught a fatal disease.
Fatal disease herself. Oh, yeah.
Many people had done this before, but none were quadriplegic, which means not being able to use any part of your body from the neck down.
No, we'll be so kind as to cover sentence number 9. Yeah, Sasha?
She controls the boat through a computer which is by her mouth.
Katya?
A fossil is an animal or plant which turned to rock thousands of years ago.
Go ahead, Dash.
In 1812, Mary found the skeleton of a huge dinosaur, and Ichthyosaur, which changed what people believed about the beginning of the war.
Dasha Smirnova.
Irena Sandler, who was a social worker in Warsaw, Poland during the Second World War is thought to have saved at least 2,500 Jewish children.
And finally, now to put the point, Dasha Lazareва.
In 1943, she was crushed by a Nazi.
Check. Three forms of the verb. To catch, caught. That's the whole stuff. Huh?
Caught
So?
by the Nazi soldiers, but who did not tell the Nazi the names of the children she had saved, or the people who had helped them?
Well, as for your home assignment, this time you should prepare a sort of presentation based on national Russian, Soviet, whatever, hearing, yeah? And for the sake of evaluating and assessing your work during the lesson, will be so kind as to fill in these sheets of paper. During today's lesson I have got acquainted with, found out, learned, remembered what emotions you feel, do feel. I feel positive emotions, negative emotions, etc.
There, because I was not bored. Because I didn't relax.
If you've got any doubts, you may address me for help.
Okay.
You just tick the corresponding items, either sadness, happiness, etc. Don't write too much.
I really didn't relax. Because this
Save paper. Yeah. Meanwhile, my fair ladies, now here comes the culmination point of our today's lesson. For the sake of evaluating, assessing your contribution into today's lesson, what marks are you going to give your fellow students? 5s, 6s. Dasha. I think everybody is worth excellent marks because all of you have taken very active part in today's lesson. See you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.